How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another weekly recap. My throat is like worse than last week. I think has it been like 3 weeks of being sick now, and my stomach is also messed up. So good way to start the video. But yeah, let's get into week 22, my 5th month in China. I've now been in China, well, tomorrow, but essentially, I've been in China for 5 months now, so that's kind of neat. And yeah, I was supposed to leave next month, start of next month, but I'm staying a bit longer, till mid-March. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, but let's get into it. Actually, no, I want to say, I was going to address this last week when I was talking about the agency finding my videos, but some of my friends found my channel, and then no, they didn't find it. I showed them a video, and then they commented on like, oh, your videos are so long, and I want to reiterate because I said this in like the first 10 of these videos are not meant to be good. And that sounds counterintuitive, like, why are you making bad videos? But no, I don't want these videos to represent me and what I do, which, I mean, they do, because they're half of the stuff I put up, so they are gonna, have some impact. But I would like to be able to make one good video a week that's like, quote-unquote quality, which is like good editing, interesting and fun and all that good stuff. But I would also like to do these weekly recaps, which, again, like, if you're watching this, you're not really the target audience. I make these videos for myself because I think it'll be really fun to look back on my time in China and like reflect and be like, oh, that's a funny story I'd forgotten all about. That's why you write diaries or like do the video stuff. So yeah, I'm doing these so that I have them in the future. And then also, my parents can watch them and sort of follow along what's going on. I do not expect my friends to watch these because, like, why would you? And if you're a random on the internet watching this, then, like, cool. But, like, no. Like, you really... Honestly, you probably just shouldn't, to be honest. Like, there's so many, good documentaries out there. So many, good movies. And, like, you're watching an idiot ramble for, like, half an hour minimum. Probably, like, an hour. So yeah, these videos are not meant to be entertaining. I don't make them as some like, oh, this is quality. No, it's not. This is just me talking about what's happened so that I have it in the future. Like, the value on these videos goes up. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, don't watch these. Watch, there's so many good documentaries. I watched a bunch on the Terracotta Army, which, that's really interesting. And then... I've watched a bit in China. I watched one on Mount Everest that was okay, and then one on ants, which sounds boring, but it's, it's fascinating. And what else is there? There's a good psychology documentary on YouTube called The Century of Self, that's the one. Which, yeah, just anything, like, just, I don't know, don't watch these videos, go watch, some content that actually is good and you learn something. Because this video isn't for you, so yeah. But yeah, I wanted to address that because people like look at my channel and go, why are you making like 1 hour videos? They're boring. Like, who's going to watch them? It's like, no one. That's not the point, You missed it. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright. But everyone that does watch, I appreciate it, I guess. I don't know. It's amazing to me that people watch me ramble for like 30 minutes being an idiot. Or even longer. So, thumbs up. I appreciate it. What up? Anyway. 29th of December, I went to Hong Kong to renew my visa with Danya, another au pair, which I actually made a video in Hong Kong, which I guess will be up at one point. Funny enough, my last video I put up was a Hong Kong video, and I was supposed to put one up this week as well, but I've been lazy with editing. Not really. I'm busy, lazy, and sick, so it's like a good combination. But the video will come out eventually, but yeah, right now not so much. But yeah, that new Hong Kong video will come out, I guess, as well. So yeah, we went to Futian checkpoint and you walk across this like bridge where you're like above water, and then you can sort of see that now you're leaving Shenzhen and going to Hong Kong. And it's like, it's pretty cool. And yeah, going there was very, very easy. Just take the metro, go there, easy peasy. And then we went to the agency where we were getting our visa, gave our stuff, and then left. It was super easy again. And then they told us come back at 6 p.m. and we're like, alright, cool. And then we went to the 1000 Buddha temple, which was a good temple. Like, I've seen a fair few. I think the ones in Beijing get boring after a while because they're all the same, which makes sense because they're from the same, dynasty and all that, but still. And then the last one I saw in Hangzhou, Ling Ying Temple, which there will also be a video from, but again, it's late because all my videos are backlogged. But that was okay, not that great. And what else? I'm trying to think of other temples I've seen. Oh, there was one in the Botanical Garden in Shenzhen, which was, I thought that one was meh as well. Like, this one was good. The one in Hong Kong, 1000 Buddha Temple, was good. That was like a nice temple, alright? So, I liked it. And then we ate a spring roll, and then she was like, I had my back facing away, and she's like, I saw a monkey. I'm like, alright, and then we were like, run off, and we couldn't find it. But then we walked down some secret, well, it wasn't secret, but we'll pretend it's secret. We walked down some path, and then suddenly there were a shit ton of monkeys, like 10 maybe, or maybe more. So like wild monkeys running around. Well, they were in the tree, alright? And one actually walked past us, and I was like, I'm not scared of monkeys, I don't want to say that. But if the monkey, like, I don't know, if it jumps me, so I was sort of like, please don't. And then the monkey did not, like, give a shit about us at all. It just walked past us and was like, fuck you. And I'm like, alright, good. But yeah, that was nice. What else? Then we went to Nathan Road, which I'm pretty sure is a famous road in Hong Kong, so that's why I'm saying it. And then we went to the fish market, which was garbage. It was like 2 fish stores. I don't recommend it. But it's right next to Nathan Road and the... fuck, I'm dying. And the flower market and bird market, which the flower market I didn't give a shit about. I don't care about flowers. And again, it wasn't, spectacular. The bird market was pretty cool. I swear there was a parrot that said hello. And then I was trying to say hello to it to get it to talk again. And then some Chinese guy came up and was like, it doesn't speak English, it only... And then he started like saying ni hao, and it didn't say shit. And I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm pretty sure it said hello to me, but whatever. But yeah, there were some cool parrots. And there were some rainbow lorikeets and some kookaburras, no? Cockatoos, that's the one. Kookaburras, no. Cockatoos, which were cool. It's all these Australian birds and stuff. And yeah, we had a decent time just chilling around. I took a bunch of... I was going to say I took a bunch of photos, but I don't think so. I got a few photos, mostly just snapshots. And then I got a bunch of video, which, yeah, the video will come out. And then we also had lunch. We had Singapore noodles, which were okay. They were 39 Hong Kong dollars, which is like 36 RMB or something. Which, that's actually pretty good. Hong Kong is expensive as fuck. So 30 RMB lunch, I'll take it. That's, pretty good price. And the noodles were okay. And we got hot chocolate with it, which I didn't understand. She asked us about like drinks, and then she said they were included in the meal, but then she started saying they cost money, but I don't know. It was confusing. We also went to like 5 different restaurants to try to get food. It was harder to get food in Hong Kong than China, which is kind of like weird. Sorry. What else? Then we went to the agency, got the receipt for the visa, because you don't get the visa there. And then we went to Lohu, which is where the customs are. And then we lined up. Oh, no, okay. First, I fucked us. I was like, oh, we get off the train here. We're at the stop. And then she was like, sure. Probably, right? You're not incompetent at all. And I'm like, fuck. But anyway, we took a stop too early, got off, literally exited the train, like, area where you, like, beep out. And then as soon as we exited, we're like, oh, this is wrong. Alright, well, we only have to go 1 more stop, so it's not that bad. But then I guess the last stop to Lohu, I don't know why, but it costs like 25 Hong Kong dollars. So it basically costs like, I don't know, that's like 10 times as much as it should cost. It's crazy. So that was a dumb, expensive train ticket mistake. And yeah, we'd already paid 40 for the other ticket, so it was dumb. But what are you going to do? Then we got to the right place and standing in line before realizing that we had to get a visa upstairs, not... yeah. Then waited there for ages and then left Hong Kong, which, yeah, leaving Hong Kong was such a pain. I think we were done and ready to leave at 6 p.m. and I didn't get home till 10:30. So, pretty fucking late. Alright, so then you have the 30th of, I was about to say October, 30th of December. Woke up at 8:30. Ricky and I drew and chilled, and then we were also outside the apartment complex where we were just playing for a short time. And he actually wasn't obnoxious or bad, which is surprising, because so many times outside it's like, it's such a pain. I'm just like, no, you're running around annoying people, like, please. And people think that I'm like his dad or whatever, so I look like a bad parent, so I'm just like, no, please, you're embarrassing me. But yeah, had lunch, and then my Wi-Fi had stopped working, which that was, I guess, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, and it's still not working in my room, so basically fucked, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, I was tired, so I took a nap, and then the boys started coming into my room, which is really frustrating because I have like 10 different things he's not supposed to touch, so there you go. But yeah, he left because I said I was gonna sleep, and then and then he came back while I was sleeping, and I was like, "Fuck off." But yeah, and the nap was a terrible idea, by the way. I, I that was the first nap I've taken since leaving Hangzhou, like a while back even. And yeah, I was so like dead. We went to the bookstore with the nanny at like 5 p.m. No, we went to a playground, sorry, with the nanny. And then like my eyes, I don't know. Taking naps is bad. Don't do it, people. But yeah, some playground where you like have like grains instead of sand, I guess. And you play in that and whatever. It's okay. Took him home at 6:30, and then we had dinner, and after dinner we drew and played, whatever, like really standard stuff, you know. Oh, he was in this, you know the rings that kids wear that can't swim? The floating rings, whatever? He was in one of those, and I dragged him around, and that was, yeah, that was fun, I guess. But that's about it. Oh, and then, fuck. In all my wisdom, I was carrying him and, like, he was doing a Superman, so he was, like, horizontal. And then I threw him onto his mum's bed, but then I guess I threw him too hard, so he just goes like flying off the bed, and I'm just like, oh shit, 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 shit. But he didn't get hurt, and he was laughing, so I guess it's okay. But I was right when it happened, I was like, fuck, I'm an idiot. All right, probably shouldn't throw the 4-year-old. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Also, speaking of like kids getting hurt, I've never seen like the 1-year-old gets hurt so much. It's crazy. Every time he falls, I think, oh my god, he's gonna die. Like, because he runs faster than his legs can keep up with, and I guess he weighs too much as well. So he'll just walk and then he'll like fall like head first into the like ground, which our ground is made of. It's not carpet. I don't know what it is, but like marble or something. I don't know. It's not. It's like rock hard. So like face first into that, especially with like your teeth or whatever, it's like it always makes this noise where I die a little inside. I'm just like, oh, please. So yeah, but he hasn't gotten. Oh no, he fell face first and he got like a nosebleed, and I was just like, okay, but that's the worst casualty I've seen, which is surprising because he literally runs into the fridge or into like face first into the ground. So I'm like, I don't know. It's scary, dude. But yeah. What else? Oh, I got informed that maybe the parents and the kid are going to Dubai during the Lunar New Year Spring Festival, whatever it's called, Chinese New Year. So maybe I have time off to travel. So maybe I do that. I go to Guilin or something. Guilin? It's Guilin, not Guilin. But yeah. I read books for Ricky, and then he asked me. He was like, "You may sleep," and I was like, "Okay, sure." So he's being cute and nice, and it's nice because you can tell that like he thinks before he speaks, because his English is not great, so he has to sort of think about it, which I guess is like me with Chinese. But yeah, it's cool. And I went to sleep next to him. Oh, this was like the best timing ever. Went to sleep next to him. He put something across his face, I guess. I don't know what he was doing. Not sleeping, that's for sure. And then his mum comes into the room, very silently. And then she just sees me like laying next to him, and she's just like, she smiles and she's like, yay. And I'm like, yay. Fuck, I can't do camera movements. But yeah, that was like perfect timing. It made me look so good. I was like, yes, one of the good times. But yeah. Oh, I had no Wi-Fi, so then I just sat in the living room and watched stuff, and went to bed way too late. Because when I finish at 9, I need time to myself, and then, I don't know, I go to bed way too late. Every single time, basically. Every day's the same. Okay, 31st of December, so this is basically New Year's, which I'd asked the host mom if I could change my day off from Wednesday to Monday, because, New Year's was Sunday evening, I guess. So then I could sleep Monday, and that was agreed upon. So yeah, New Year's Day. New Year's Day? Is that the day after? Is New Year's Day the 1st of January or the whatever? Anyway, woke up, had sweet potato and porridge. I actually like sweet potato. Porridge not so much, but sweet potato is really neat. And yeah, we drew some stuff and went outside the apartment complex. That's basically what we do all the time. I'm just repeating the same shit, but you gotta know what you gotta know. Oh, he constantly wanted to run. He really likes running. Also, we run to school like every day, which that's kind of good because then it goes faster. It's faster dropping him off. But also, he has a lot of fun, which is nice. Like seeing him, smile and go all happy. So running is fun, I guess. And oh, this is annoying. This is like a classic. He wanted to bring the big dinosaur out on the playground. I was like, that's a bad idea. You're gonna break it or lose it or whatever. And then he basically starts crying, which he does every time I say he can't do something. And then he instantly rushes off to his mum, and then he comes back and his mum has given him permission, which that happens so often. And it's like I'm trying to stop fake crying and make it so that that doesn't work. But yeah, it doesn't. It works for him, so gonna keep doing it, I suppose. But yeah. Also, it's hard for me to know what he is and isn't allowed to do, because something like that, I mean, I guess he can bring it out on the playground. That's not a big damage. But when he's trying to get chocolate for breakfast and I stop him and then he starts crying, then it's kind of I mean, I have to assume that he can't eat chocolate for breakfast, which he actually wasn't allowed to. So there, he didn't get what he wanted. But yeah. Anyway, we had lunch, and Ricky and I took naps because I knew it was New Year's, so I was I needed sleep. Got 3 hours of sleep, and then I was fucked again. I can't function after I've taken a nap. It's really bad. To be fair, 3 hours is not really a nap, but yeah. Well, it is, but it's too long. But yeah, went to the bookstore with the nanny, and then she complained. She's like, "Oh, it's so far," and I'm just like, "Yeah." Imagine going alone with the boy. And that was the first time I went outside with him too. It was go to the bookstore with him, and I'm just like, okay. So yeah. But it's kind of far away. It's 20-minute walk. We went there, and then I don't know, time passed, and suddenly it was 6:10, and the nanny was like, oh shit, we have to rush home for dinner, and I was like, okay. So after dinner I took a shower, and he took forever to eat, so there was not much playing. And then I tried to get him to sleep, which somewhat I don't know, it's hard to get him to sleep. At 8:50, the nanny was like, you can go, because she knew I had New Year's plans. So she was like, you can go, I put him to sleep. And I was like, oh, MVP. And yeah. Oh, and I found out he was off school on Monday, the day after. So having my day off there was good for me, because, then I actually have less work, I guess. But yeah, happy to have my free day there. And yeah, no Wi-Fi in my room though, so that's kind of annoying, but whatever. I headed to Coco Park, which is where we usually go and meet, and same for today. Today being in the past, being on New Year's, but yeah. And then, I don't know, the original plan didn't work out. I showed up and there was only 5 people. I thought all the au pairs were meeting, but apparently we can't function as a group and plan stuff together, which, I don't know, that's when you have 15 people, it's very hard to do something everyone wants to do, so I understand. I was just confused. I show up and I'm just like, oh, okay. But yeah, didn't work out as original planned where we were going, so then we went to SeaWorld, not the one with the killer whales, but yeah. place called SeaWorld, which is just the harbour. And it was so packed, it was crazy. There was a line to get into 7-Eleven, like, Jesus Christ, you know? But yeah, we couldn't really get into any bars, it was all full on me. So we went into 7-Eleven. I bought a Danish cider, which is kind of funny, being in China, but then still doing that. But yeah. And then we went to Top or something where we had a decent view, and then we counted down to 12, and then Happy New Year drank and chilled. And then we got kicked from there. Someone said, let's leave, and then we're like, okay. And then as soon as that had been said, some guy comes over and is like, you have to go. And we're like, oh, okay, sure. We don't want to be here. Like, alright. But yeah. And then when we came down, it was basically dead. Like, I don't know why. Everything in China ends dying so early. Like, we came down, it was like dead atmosphere. The bars were like very empty. We went to some bar that was like semi-shitty and just had a drink. And then we went around some other places. It was all meh. And then, yeah, it basically emptied out so fast. I don't know why. Like, China dies so fast. We walked around the seaside and just didn't really know what we were doing. Then we went to KFC, where I had a burger that I think made me, like, semi-feel sick. I didn't feel good after eating it, so that was a waste of... Oh, it was 17 RMB, too. So that was a waste of money and, like, oh, that was a bad time. And then we got the bright idea to go to a KTV, which, if you don't know, KTV is like karaoke. Like, you get a room, a TV, karaoke things, and then you chill. But they closed at 4 a.m. and we were there at 3:30. So we were there till... They closed at 4 a.m., but we had already got time. So we were there till 4:30, which was pretty fun. Good time. KTV, that was actually... If we just spent the whole night there, that would have been, like, good. Like, KTV... I'm dying. KTV was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Then we walked around some, like, these, like, ghetto streets, I guess. I don't know. They're not ghetto, but when you imagine China, you don't imagine, you know, huge skyscrapers and, like, crazy buildings and stuff. You imagine, like, this sort of gritty area, which this was. So we walked around there, and there were all these, like, ghetto bars that had, like, funny names, like Titty Twister, Carefree, Why Not Bar, stuff like that. And, yeah. Oh, and then we saw there were, like, a bunch of mum-and-pop restaurants all opening up, I guess, because it was 5 a.m. So they were all starting to open, I think. Maybe they were not Maybe they were closing. I think they were opening, though. There was also a fish market that was definitely opening, and there were like a bunch of goat heads and all this stuff. It was basically what you imagine China to be like, kind of, versus, I don't know, it was weird. It was like a very weird contrast, because being in Shenzhen, it's like palm trees and skyscrapers and man, everything, like, it doesn't seem like China, quote unquote. And then you see this and you're like, oh, okay. So, yeah, it was interesting. And then left at like 6:30 a.m. when the metro opened up. And then it took me forever to get home. I didn't get home till like 8 a.m. since SeaWorld is like in the other end of the city. So it was very long. But yeah. Alright, so then 1st of January, yeah, got home at 8 a.m. and met the nanny and the boy, and I said hello, and then I was like, I'm going to bed. And then I slept till 1:30 p.m., so decent nap. And then I took a shower, and then basically met up with friends that were outside. And then, yeah, we chilled at Children's Palace, had dinner together, like, a bunch of us, I think. Like 5 people, maybe? I don't know. Some people. At a Japanese restaurant, although they fucked me. Last time I was there, I had, like, a hella good rice pork thing. This time, they were like, oh, you can't have that, you have to order a set. And then the set was, like, it didn't taste as good, and it cost more money. Granted, not much more money. It's not about the money, but it's like paying extra to eat something that tastes worse. Like, that's pretty shitty. But it was fine, but it just wasn't great, you know? Which I strive to eat great stuff, not fucking, yeah. And there isn't much else to say. It was basically just sleep, hang out with friends, and then go to bed. Very, like, I was super tired, to be honest. Like, staying up till 8 a.m. is not a fun time. Well, it was, but Not going home in the metro, that was painful. But yeah. Then you have 2nd of January, woke up 6:30, super tired because I didn't... Oh, I went to bed pretty late on the 1st of January. Even though I was super tired, I went to bed like kind of late. I'm kind of stressing about university stuff, like which university I go to and which career option I choose. Like, I don't know what I want to study, so that's stressing me out, which makes me lose sleep. So yeah, I didn't get much sleep that day. I took the boy to school and we got there late because his mum beat him. So that's like the sad China thing, I guess. Like, I don't know, that was like sad as fuck. It makes me sad, but what do you, like, I can't do much or say anything, so yeah. I went to the agency and had class. It was super frustrating because I'm super fucking bad. Same thing today. Like, every time I have Chinese class, I get mad at myself for being terrible. It's so painful. I hate being bad, and then when I'm consistently bad, it's just fucking painful. But yeah. Oh, I bought baozi for lunch after Chinese class, and I ordered it in full Chinese, and I was like super proud of myself. I was like, I would like two vegetables and one meat baozi. And then she's like, sure. And when she gave me the money, I had more money in my hand than I needed because I thought it was more expensive. I thought it was going to be 8 RMB, but it was 6. And then she said Liu, which means 6. And I understood that, but then I didn't act fast enough, so then she's just like, 6. I'm like, no, stop. I understand. Don't ruin my good moment of like understanding and ordering Chinese, please. But yeah. Got home and chilled, where I still didn't have Wi-Fi in my room because I just still don't have it today, so yeah. Picked up Ricky, talked to there was some nice Chinese guy outside the school. He wanted to talk to me, and he spoke pretty good English. He said he didn't understand everything I said, because I said he had good English, and he's like, oh, I only understand half, but you know. We had a good conversation. He talked to me about China and a bunch of countries that are cool. And yeah, it was good. And then yeah, I went home with Ricky. I told him I'm teaching him to say please because I get annoyed when he cries. It's like it's annoying. So I'm like, if you want me to do something, say please. So he said like, please run, please help me, like please help me carry my drink bottle. He didn't say that. He just said please help, but you know. And says please run, and yeah, it's good. I'm actually like a positive influence. He's actually learning to be polite, which is good. But yeah, we got home and we drew a bunch. Oh, this was actually a good day. At dinner, he was like super talkative. Like it's so hard for me to talk to a wall. That's like the hardest thing in the world because I'm not that entertaining. I don't have much to say, you know. But if he says like I'm a dinosaur and I go, oh, what color? And then he says a color and then I go, are you angry or happy? You know, it's so easy, like to just ping pong, like just bounce off. Like if he starts talking, it's so easy. So yeah, he was pretty talkative, saying he was like, oh, it was funny. He said, he's like, I'm a flying dinosaur. I'm gonna come into your room and eat you. And he basically, yeah, he had like a long sentence. And then, his dad was like, good job, you know? In English, by the way. Good job. And then I don't understand Chinese, but I think the mum's friend was like, did you just understand what he was talking about? And then the dad goes, no, I didn't understand. And yeah, I just thought that was like super cool that like the dad doesn't even understand what his son is saying, but he's like still super supportive of him learning English. So he's like, good job when he hears him speak. I don't know. It was cool. And the dad seemed very happy about him speaking so much. And then he asked me, he's like, how is the boy's progress? And I'm like, I don't know. Because honestly, I've been here for a month now. And I can't tell because it's hard to like view progress on a day-to-day basis for one thing. Like if you took him from day one to now, maybe I could see the progress. But when I'm here every day, I don't see it. And also, I don't really know like how good he is or how good he's supposed to be. I mean, he's 4 years old, and he can say basic stuff in English, and he can say the alphabet, and he can count to he counted to 25 where he missed like 3 numbers. But yeah. So I feel like that's good for a 4-year-old. But I don't, I have nothing to compare to. I don't know any other 4-year-olds that are learning English. So I don't know what level you're supposed to be at. But yeah, I just told the dad that he was good and, he's doing a good job and he's talking occasionally. So, it's good. What else? I don't know what else. It's really cute that when you can tell that he's thinking to speak, like when he wants me to sleep with him, he has to think, and then he makes the sentence, and I'm just like, oh, it's cool, And then yeah, after dinner we drew a bunch more, and I read Dr. Seuss. That's a good book. I think Cat in the Hat is like the most famous Dr. Seuss book, and I think that book fucking sucks. I didn't enjoy it. I would never read it again. But there's one called Green Eggs and Ham that's pretty good, and then there's one we also read called Wacky Wednesday, which is also good, I think. So those two are good. But Cat in the Hat is bad. Like, I don't like it. Also, I'm pretty sure when I was reading with him, the dad was recording it. Like, I'm pretty sure he was recording it with his phone. I tried to pretend I didn't notice because, it has to be candid. I don't know. But I guess the dad is happy since he's recording me reading and he's being happy at dinner. So that's cool. If the family likes me, that's good. I'm happy. I'm happy if they're happy. Because, yeah. Don't want to get randomly kicked and be homeless again. Fucking China. Oh my god, that's like the dumbest meme. The what? Like, it's good. You can kind of laugh and joke about it now that it's over. Even while it was happening, it was like, told my friends, like, oh yeah, I'm homeless in China. And then they're like, are you serious or joking? And I'm like, I'm dead serious. So, funny meme. I'm still working on the Sun Up Here video. Like, fuck them. I'm like, yeah. As soon as I get my shit together, I'm gonna make a video telling everyone why they're a piece of shit. I've basically written out like all my thoughts in the script. I'm just working on getting photos together of all the conversations and stuff. So it'll come out eventually. I want it to be good though. But yeah. And then what else? But yeah, that was basically the day. And then after they went to bed, and I just wasted time on my PC, getting nothing done. But at least I relaxed. But yeah, I need to stop fucking procrastinating. I have videos to edit, but yeah. And photos to edit. I'm so bad with photo editing. That's like at a complete halt. At least videos I kind of have to, I feel like a pressure to release them, but photos, oh, it's bad. Alright, 3rd of January, which was yesterday. I took Ricky to school, and then I went back and slept till 12. So this was the Wednesday, which is usually my day off, but like I said, I took it Monday. So this day I wanted to be useless because, I don't know, going outside every day and doing stuff, for me, is not sustainable. I'm someone who needs time to do nothing and to be tired and not, be social. So I like taking days, at least once a week and just being, at home or doing not much, So yeah, this day I planned on being useless. It was okay. So I slept till 12. Wi-Fi in my room didn't work. I kind of felt bad about sleeping till 12 because I'm fine with staying at home and being useless, but 3 hours wasted on sleeping when it doesn't even, make me rested, I'm still tired, it's kind of shitty, but oh well. After lunch, I spent a bit of time editing the Hong Kong video, which will be released. It's Hong Kong Day 2, and yeah. And then I looked at some photos. But, yeah, really unproductive day, which I guess is okay, but I don't know. I'd like to get more shit done. I'm so bad. I picked up the boy, but his dad had already picked him up. I met them walking. I walked to the school, and they were walking home from school. And, yeah, we ran home, played in the apartment complex for, a bit. And then, this is, again, annoying. He cried because I wouldn't run with him, which I'm like, as soon as you cry, you lose every, opportunity, ever. I refuse, But, yeah. That does have a good side to it, though. He cried, got on all four, and was being a baby, because I wouldn't run. And then today, because I've explained to him a lot of times, like, if you want me to run, you say, Emil, please run, and then I'll consider it, you know? And then today, going home from school, he said, please help. No, he said help, and I said, you know, please help. And then he gave me his water bottle, and then he said, Emil, please run. And I was just like, yes. Like, having a positive impact. Because that's like, I can't tell, like, the progress with his English, how he's doing. But I can tell that, you know, he didn't say, Emil, please run before, and now he's saying that, and I'm like, that's very good. If you say that, I will do it, you know? I will listen to you. 100%. So, yeah. Anyway, getting back to the 3rd of January. We had dinner, and after dinner we drew a bunch, and I put him to bed. And then I talked to a friend in Denmark, and that was my day. Alright, 4th of January, which is today. Today has not been a good day. It was supposed to be a good day, but it wasn't. So last night I went to bed feeling a bit sick, my stomach hurt a bit, and I thought, you know, maybe I've eaten too much dinner. Because honestly my meal portion sizes are huge. I eat a lot. So I thought, okay, I ate too much, and that's why I feel sick. I'll sleep it off. I went to sleep, and then I woke up like an hour or two later at like 1 a.m. Went to the bathroom, vomited, and then I thought, okay, that's, you know, that's that. Because I have stomach problems. Even in Denmark, I occasionally have to, like, get up at night and vomit, which is probably, like, really unhealthy and, like, a bad sign. But it happens every now and then for me. So I thought, okay, I vomited, I can go back to bed and sleep. Then I woke up again at 2 a.m. and did the exact same thing, except this time it was way worse. And then I went back to bed, and then I thought for sure, okay, well, I'm done now. There's nothing in my stomach at this point, you know? And then I woke up at 7 in the morning, and my stomach still hurt like a ton. My throat, Jesus. My stomach still hurt a ton. I vomited, but it was basically just water, like nothing worked. Because, again, there was nothing in my stomach at that point. Then I basically had no breakfast because I couldn't eat anything. My stomach hurt. I cancelled going to Chinese class. Cancelled. I said I wouldn't come because I would rather stay at home and have a bad... I really contemplated going. I was like, I really want to go because if I don't, I fall behind. But going an hour in the metro each way, feeling sick, and spending like 2 hours trying to concentrate on learning while feeling super sick is just not worth it. So yeah, I stayed at home, slept until 12. Then we had lunch where I basically just had rice. They were like, do you not like the food? And I'm like, I'm dying, please. So yeah, I just had rice. And then they were very worried if I should have medicine or go to hospital and all this stuff. And I'm just like, wait it out. It's okay, hopefully. After lunch, I did the Chinese exercises that my friends did in class today, so I don't fall behind, which it took me forever. I'm drawing the characters. I still don't recognize them, like, at all, but I'm drawing them now, which I can't remember them, but, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking hard, alright? It's real, like, characters are impossible. Pinyin in itself is really hard, but the characters are, like, a whole other, like, can of worms. But yeah, I did the exercise. I spent way too long on it, I think. I don't know if I'm bad or like why it takes me so long to do. But yeah. And then I practiced the words, because obviously I can read them, but I'm not going to get the pronunciation right. So I practiced the words, the new words and the pronunciation with the nanny, and she's super helpful with teaching me. So that's good. So I didn't waste, you know, not going to class, but I still got some of it. And then, what else? Didn't get much else done, I don't think. I thought of, like, I don't know, I'm useless, alright? I really wish I could be more productive, but yeah. And then I had to pick up the boy early today at 4 p.m. And after that he played in the apartment complex for 2 hours. And then we went home for dinner where he didn't... Oh, and that was when he said the please run email thing, and that was, like, hella cute, but yeah. And then after that, had dinner, and I don't think he ate dinner. I don't know what he was doing, but either way. It didn't seem like I played much with... I don't know what he was doing, but yeah. Because then he was in like his mum's office, like on the computer for a bit, and I was sort of like, "What are you doing?" And then I don't know. I was eating dinner a lot of the time, and then we drew for a very small amount of time, and then I read books and put him to sleep here at 9, and now it's 10 o'clock, so I've been recording for like way too long, and I need to go to bed. But yeah, that was the 4th of January. Okay, so ending notes. I have now been in Shenzhen for 1 month, which means I've been with the family for 1 month, and I've been, in the city for 1 month. And I want to give my thoughts. I think it's been very easy. I even said my first month in Hangzhou that I thought it was easy. I don't think I've been affected by like any crazy culture shocks or anything in China. But I will say transitioning to Shenzhen was much easier. Probably because I'm already used to China and the Chinese lifestyle, so that's some of it. But also just like in Hangzhou, I spent the first month being very afraid to go outside because I was afraid of getting lost. I didn't move out much outside of my area. Which again, I'll say, the kids were on summer holiday, so I didn't have time off, and when I did, it was not very flexible. It was like, you have time off, and I didn't know how long, so I couldn't really go outside. But with that said, yeah, first month in Hangzhou didn't do much. I didn't really make friends, which that was like my own fault. I didn't try. I was just, in my own bubble, doing my own thing. And yeah. Whereas here, I came to Shenzhen on a Tuesday. On Wednesday, I came to the agency and got introduced to everyone and had like an introduction course, like a PowerPoint. But yeah. And then on the Thursday, we went on an au pair trip, which is basically just like a high school trip, like just a bunch of idiots shooting the shit in a bus. Like, it was really, really fun. Good time. And yeah. So, yeah, basically Tuesday, arrive, Wednesday, meet people, Thursday, shoot the shit and like have a good time. And Friday as well. And then, what happened? Oh, then Monday I had another like PowerPoint introduction, which, I don't know, whatever. And then Tuesday, I think, I had my first class. So you can hear how fast I got integrated, which I guess is all the agency's fault. I guess they deserve praise for that. So kudos to them. But yeah, it's like transitioning to Shenzhen has been very, very quick. Also, literally the first time I met the kid, when I picked him up from school, he gave me a hug. So it's not like he was shy or like hard to get to know. Like after being here a month, I feel like I know him better. Like we have some like, I don't want to call them inside jokes, but I know that like if I say Pia, he's gonna laugh, and I know that like dinosaur memes and stuff, and Frozen. So I'd say I know him better. But with that said, even from day one, it seemed very, very easy to talk to him and stuff. Like he wasn't shy. Which can be a fault, because when we're outside with strangers, it's like, no, stop touching the strangers. They don't want to be touched. But he can get away with it, because he's a cute, quote-unquote, 4-year-old. But, yeah, basically, transitioning to Shenzhen's been super easy in terms of making friends. Like, I've gotten to know everyone so fast. Also, I hang out with people so much, because Chinese lessons twice a week. And then other than that, may even hang out with people another day. Oh, I definitely do, because I have my day off where I then hang out with people. So basically meeting people like 3 times a week, where in Hangzhou it was hard to get people to hang out often. Which maybe that's my fault. I should have instigated more, I guess. Been like, yo, let's hang out. But I don't know. I feel like it was harder. So here, making friends, learning Chinese and having like the Chinese classes, and also just getting integrated into the family has been very, very, very easy. So yeah, this first month has been good. I plan on staying for the rest of February. Yeah, I had to think before I spoke. February and half of March, which it's a pity that I don't stay longer. If I'd stayed here the whole time, my Chinese would be so fucking good when I left, I think. But now I don't have time to learn a lot, to be honest. But yeah, I don't regret the time in Hangzhou though. Like if I could do it over, I would do the same. Cause I really enjoyed the people I met in Hangzhou and just my time in Hangzhou and everything that happened, other than being homeless. But China makes you tough. Wise words of my, I was going to say Portuguese friend, but I wouldn't consider someone I met once a friend. But wise words from the Portuguese dude. But yeah, I'm happy about everything that's happened. Hangzhou, Shenzhen, everything. And yeah, I don't have anything to say. This video, as all of them, has gotten way too long. But again, you probably shouldn't watch them. You should probably, watch some good documentaries or movies. Or study if you have studying to do. Just do something good, alright? But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. And hopefully there's a good video coming out before then. But yeah, we'll see. I'm very lazy and shit. So anyway, peace.